2142, July 24th, 2025, right now, max 1134 hours approximately. Global horror simulation. Currently, a method has been found for simultaneously hiding both a parent object and a child object without using collections. This is a good trick as it allows for a specific child object to be hidden whenever the parent is hidden without having to necessarily hide every single child object, which would be the case with using a collection. The way this works is by setting a custom property, which is just a integer which can be toggled between the values 0 and 1, and the step is 1, so it's effectively a boolean value. But after creating that visibility custom property, one would go to the visibility properties tab on the object properties and create a driver, and what is done there is to use the expression, we'll set the type of the driver to a scripted expression, and then the expression is called not variable, and what that will do is change the value for the viewport whenever that is modified. And so the path to that is the visibility custom variable, and the name there is important as that's what's being referenced here in quotes inside of brackets, and the prop that's being targeted is obviously the house variable, and so changing the house's property will then change its visibility. And since the roof is a child object, normally by default toggling a object's parent will not affect the child's visibility, but one can also add a driver to the child, and this could have been the same as the other one, but just as a different example, one can set the type to minimum variable and then reference the hide viewport setting on the parent, which will then affect the viewport setting on the child. And so toggling this causes both to be hidden, and so the intention for the next hour is to continue through the Low Poly 3D course and go into the rendering section now that it is known how to have a custom way to toggle the visibility of the parent and child simultaneously without having to use a collection.